This video is the Kayak Crew's unbiased review of the Aqua Spirit one-person inflatable kayak. If you're interested in buying the Aqua Spirit one-person kayak, then watch on for our long-term review, which includes how the kayak performs in terms of stability, speed, tracking, comfort, storage space, build quality and portability, the quality of the kayak and the included accessories, the pros and cons of the Aqua Spirit kayak, and who we think the Aqua Spirit kayak is for. As of the time of this review in October 2024, the Aqua Spirit single-person kayak that this review relates to usually retails for about £499. There is a larger two-person version of the Aqua Spirit kayak that usually costs about £549. Note the prices do fluctuate a lot, and you can very often get deals on both the single-person and the two-person version of the Aqua Spirit kayak. Indeed, we bought ours when it was on offer and we paid much less than the usual price. Regarding dimensions, the Aqua Spirit one-person kayak is 325 centimeters long, 86 centimeters wide, and 23 centimeters deep. The weight of the kayak, together with the included carry bag and the accessories, is about 15 kilograms. The weight of just the kayak on its own is just over 10 kilograms. The maximum load for the single-seat version of the kayak is 125 kilograms, which converts to just over 18 stone. The two-seater version of the kayak is 410 centimeters long by 86 centimeters wide, with a maximum weight capacity of 200 kilograms or 31 stones. The Aqua Spirit single-seater kayak package includes the following: the kayak itself, of course, a seat which you attach the D-rings on the kayak using the seat straps, two skegs or fins which attach the slots on the hull of the kayak to aid with tracking, a large backpack to carry the kayak and the accessories in, a repair kit and a valve removal tool, an instruction manual, a 4-piece paddle which is 230 centimeters long, a waterproof mobile phone holder, a double action pump with a built-in pressure gauge, a footrest that you attach to securing loops on the floor of the kayak, two paddle holders which you can use to wrap around your paddle and then clip it onto the D-rings to secure the paddle to the kayak when you're not paddling, and finally a changing mat for you to stand on when you're changing after the paddle. Regarding stability, we have found the Aqua Spirit kayak to be very stable whilst paddling it on numerous trips on a variety of waterways on the coast. It is a relatively wide kayak, being 86 centimeters wide, and the two side pontoons help to aid with stability. Its stability is comparable to similar types of hybrid kayak, which have lower pressure side pontoons and a high pressure drop stitch floor. We have used the Aqua Spirit kayak on a number of coastal trips on the sea, some of which have involved a moderate degree of swell and choppiness. We have never felt like the kayak was going to tip over or capsize on any of the trips that we've used it on. The firm high pressure drop stitch floor helps to make the Aqua Spirit a stable platform, which is relatively easy to get into and out of when launching or landing. It has never felt like it's going to embarrass me by flipping over when getting into or out of it. This has included some rather challenging situations while portaging locks on rivers when I've had to get out of or into the kayak on or off quite high walls which have been over 3 foot above the water level. Regarding speed, the Aqua Spirit is similar in speed to other hybrid inflatable kayaks we have of a similar construction. Hybrid inflatable kayaks such as the Aqua Spirit are not as fast as the full drop stitch kayaks we have, which are very high pressure streamlined hulls. However, unless speed is important to you, then you will probably find the Aqua Spirit kayak to be fast enough for normal leisure paddling. I couldn't quite catch this boat while paddling on the Avon River near Tewkesbury, but I think that the heat must have been getting to me by then. It was one of the hottest days of the summer. Tracking is the ability of a kayak to maintain a straight course. The Aqua Spirit kayak seems to track comparably to other similar kayaks with a flat hull. We did not find that it tracked quite as well as some of the other inflatables we have, which have more of a V-shaped hull. However, it tracks reasonably well due to the two quite short skegs or fins which attach to the two slots on the front and rear of the hull. Having two skegs rather than the usual one is a bonus, since this not only helps with tracking, but also reduces weathercocking, which is when the bow of the kayak is blown crossways by strong winds when out on exposed bodies of water. Regarding comfort, we have found the Aqua Spirit kayak to be reasonably comfortable when paddling, even on long trips. The seat straps do a good job of holding the seat backs firmly in place. The included seat is just a standard kayak seat with not much padding on the base. You can though add some sort of suitable seat cushion to the seat base to make it more comfortable. We've acquired a few different types of such pads over the years and find that they do help to make long trips more comfortable. The drop stitch floor inflates to 8 psi and provides a firm and dry base to sit on. The side tubes inflate to a lower pressure of 2.5 psi, by the way. Any water which splashes or which drips off your paddles into the cockpit tends to quickly drain off and collect underneath the floor of the kayak, so you should have a pretty dry ride in the Aqua Spirit. If you need to, you can use a bilge pump to pump out any water which is collected under the floor of the cockpit. This is only really necessary on choppy or rougher stretches of water where there is a lot of water splashing onto the sides and decks of the kayak. You also sometimes need to pump out water if you get swamped when paddling out through breakers when you launch off a rough beach. You attach the included footrest to the holders on the floor of the cockpit. You can adjust the position of the footrest a bit by moving the footrest between the two holders depending upon your leg length, which is a handy feature. Being able to brace your feet against the footrest helps you to use your core strength when paddling. This also helps your legs from going to sleep when paddling for long periods, since you are using the muscles in your feet and legs as well as your upper body. Regarding storage space, the cockpit of the kayak is quite roomy and you can store items such as quite large dry bags within the cockpit itself. Both the front and rear decks have built-in bungee cords for securing items to carry on top of them, which is useful since it provides extra storage capacity. There is also a reasonable amount of storage space underneath the front and rear decks for stashing dry bags or other essential items such as bottles of cider and beer. You have enough storage space to potentially use even the single seat model of the Aqua Spirit for kayak camping. Regarding build quality, at the date of this review we'd used the Aqua Spirit single person kayak for over a year and taken it out on a large number of trips on the sea, estuaries and rivers. The lower pressure side tubes do not feel as robust as the very high pressure full drop stitch inflatables that we've used. However, we've had no punctures or other issues with the Aqua Spirit kayak and the build quality does seem to be pretty good. The included pump is still working well and the included carry bag seems to be robust and very hard wearing. The included 4-piece paddle is not very good and is the weakest part of the package. It feels a bit loose and the blades are a bit narrower than on our other paddles. In some of the footage you may notice that I'm using a longer paddle with blue blades, and that's a 250cm long Werner Kamano paddle. The Werner Kamano is an excellent paddle, but to put it in context, it cost me more than the Aqua Spirit kayak cost me. Aqua Spirit kayaks and paddleboards come with a 3-year warranty against manufacturing faults. Regarding portability, the Aqua Spirit single-person kayak is a relatively light and portable kayak. The carry bag is well made and comfortable to carry with padded shoulder straps. There are 2 side pockets which you can stash your paddles into. There is also a front zipper pocket, and the main compartment of the bag itself has plenty of room for the deflated kayak and all of the accessories. The kayak has carry handles on either side and is light enough to be carried fairly easily by one person lifting it by one of the carry handles and carrying it on their shoulder. It also has carry handles either end of the kayak, so it can be quite easily carried by 2 people end to end. We would surmise the pros of the Aqua Spirit single-seater kayak as follows. Firstly, stability. It's a very stable kayak due to its width and flat hull. Secondly, it's comfortable. The seat is held firmly in place by the straps and in combination with the drop stitch floor help to provide for a comfortable ride. Thirdly, storage space. The Aqua Spirit kayak has lots of storage space, bearing in mind it's relatively lightweight and its length. Fourthly, the drop stitch floor. The high pressure floor provides a firm and dry base to sit on and makes it easier to get into and out of the kayak. Fifthly, portability. The Aqua Spirit single-seater kayak is relatively light and portable. We would surmise the cons of the Aqua Spirit single-seater kayak as follows. Firstly, tracking. It does not track quite as well as some of our drop stitch kayaks which have V-shaped hulls. Secondly, it's not the fastest kayak. The Aqua Spirit is not as fast as some of the full drop stitch kayaks that we have. Thirdly, the included paddles are poor, even when compared to many other paddles you get included with other kayak packages. So who do we think the Aqua Spirit single person kayak is for? The Aqua Spirit single-seat kayak is for somebody who wants a good value inflatable kayak for flat water cruising on canals, slow-flowing rivers, estuaries and protected parts of the coast. It is for somebody who prioritises stability and portability over speed and tracking. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, then consider subscribing by clicking on the left above to keep up to date with our trip reports, kayaking guides and product reviews. If you want to see more of our product review videos, then click on the button for our playlist for product and gear reviews on the right above. Happy paddling from the Kayak Crew.